Calotron plays, and welcome to another Minecraft tutorial. Today guys, I'll be showing you all how to make this super simple and super efficient Minecraft iron farm where you can basically get infinite iron. So if you like the sound of that, please make sure to drop a like on the video, and if you really enjoy, please make sure to subscribe. But anyway, let's get into this. So right here we have the farm, and basically what it does to get infinite iron is it's basically spawns iron golems, and the way to do that is you need at least 21 doors and 10 villagers to actually make it work. And this farm basically incorporates those two things and has basically an iron golem gathering and killing mechanism in it. And so today I'll basically be showing you how you can make this in your own world. So the first thing that you're going to want to do is take out your chest, your hopper, glass, and basically a bunch of this stuff in my inventory. And just by looking at this, I can tell you that one thing you are going to need for this build is an absolute ton of whatever blocks you want to make it out of. So you can make it out of wood, dirt, cobblestone like I have here, a regular stone. Really it could be anything, but I'm going to make mine out of cobblestone. So you're going to place down your chest, and then you're going to have 4 hoppers leading into that chest. Then you're going to want to build a wall around this chamber, just a couple blocks high, and in here is basically where the iron golem is going to be dying. So you want to build this up 5 blocks, 1, 2, 3, 4, then 5, and then we can go around again, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And yeah, same thing, exact same thing again. And this is basically the chute in which the iron golem will die, because he has to fall down from the top of the farm into here before he can die. If the iron is the same level, if the lava here is like the same level as the bottom of the farm, he won't drop into it properly. So you need to have a little drop for that. And then after that, we can start with the main platform, and I'm just going to show you like the main frame of it. So what you need to do first of all is just cap off the top here with this ring of blocks, and the floor of this farm needs to be 18 by 18, and this is the center. So let me just build that, and then I can show you in a second. Okay guys, and now after you've put in this 18 by 18 floor with the 2 by 2 hole in the middle, the next thing you're going to want to do is come out here, place a block up, and now all around the 4 walls you're going to want to make a just like this. You're going to want to make a 6 high wall on each of the 4 sides of this shape. So I'm going to cut ahead, and I'm going to show you what it looks like when you put in those 6 high walls. Okay, so after you put in this 6 high wall, the next step you're going to want to go and do is take your slabs and put them all around the top edge of this farm. And this is basically just to stop like hostile mobs like zombies and creepers, skeletons, all those nasty things from spawning right on the top of your farm. And it's basically just an easier alternative than torches in this case. Then the next step is on 2 of your walls, you want to go down 1 block from the top and punch out a 2 by 6 hole. So it's 2 tall, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blocks along, then leave a gap of 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then punch out the same hole again. And then you're going to want to go and fill this with doors, just like this. So fill those 6 by 2 holes in with doors. Then we're going to want to go onto the other side, do the same thing again, same exact thing. So punch out the 6 by 2 hole, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 doors. Then again, leave another space of 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and repeat the process 1 final time. Now this is to get the minimum amount of doors to spawn in iron golems. And yeah, so that's all the doors in and the main chamber in. Now the next step is adding in the water. So to add in the water, we're going to want to add in these like L-shaped blocks of 3 in the corners of each of these, in each of the corners in this big box. So let's go around. We're going to stick all of these in. Then we want to take our buckets of water, and in survival mode you probably go around making infinite water sources. So like put down one bucket of water, leave a space, and then you create an infinite water source in the middle. So you only need 2 buckets for water of this in survival, but seeing as we're in creative, we can literally just spam around the edge of this and make sure not to fill in the block right here. Oops, yeah, right here, like in the last block of the L shape. We want to leave that block open, and we want to keep going around here with the water, like literally everywhere apart from that one block in the middle of the L. So we can just literally spam all the water around here, and if you've done this right, you should find that none of the water will go down the center hole there. As you can see, none of the water go down the center. So when the iron golem spawns, he'll just fall down and land in this pit here. And finally, you're going to go around to these L shapes and place 1 bucket of water in the corner of them, and then you can take them out and they are no longer necessary. So, and again, put them in the corners, and then you can take out the L shape. Yeah, and so this is basically just so the water from here can reach into the center as well. Then, after you've done that, you want to create another layer of the farm, like on the top half of the doors. So, again, 1 block from the top, we want to create the doors. We want to create another layer on the top half of the doors. So, this is literally exactly like the first floor with the 2x2 hole in the center. So I'm just going to cut ahead and cut back as soon as we finish that floor. Okay, so as soon as we've done the second floor, like I said, literally 1 block in from the top, or otherwise on the top half of these doors, as you can see here. The next phase is to literally do just as we did with the floor underneath us, and that is to place in all the water and use these little L shapes as well. So I'm placing these L shaped blocks, then we literally go around spamming our water and making sure not to place it in this part of the L here, because that will fail basically. So now we just spam all the water around the edge, and this will push the iron golems down into the center, where they'll be thrown down into the lava and turned into iron for us to harvest. So there we go, all the water buckets like that. Then place in your water, take out the L shapes, and you've basically got it all covered. So we're literally just doing the same thing like 4 times here, and then we move on to a new part. So yeah, after you've done all of that part, then we move on to the second requirement of the iron golems, and that is you need to have at least 10 villagers for iron golems to spawn. So what we're going to do is make some little villager pods, I guess. So we're going to place down some 2 glowstone here on the edge, on the layer underneath the doors, place some cobblestone either side of that, and we're basically now making a pocket for the villagers to live in. So yeah, to get the villagers in here, you'd either need to have them from a village in your world, or maybe a villager breeder, which you can create. If you want to see how to do that, if you want me to make a video on how to make a villager breeder, so you can get villagers in here essentially to make the iron farm, please make sure to leave a like and comment down below asking me to make that. But yeah, for now I'm just going to be using spawn eggs. So on this side of the farm we're going to have 5 villagers, so 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Then we can cover them with glass. Just make sure they have glass on top of them, because these guys need to be able to see the sunlight for this farm to work. So we want to do that on that side, and then to make it 10 we're going to make the same exact thing on the other side, basically another pod, and this will house, as I say, the remaining villagers we need for this farm. So yep, 2 glowstone followed by this 2 high wall on top, then just place a slab to stop mobs spawning, and finally 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 villagers, and cover them up with glass, and that is basically the entire farm finished. So we have our villager pods, our iron golem collection, thing, all of our doors in place, and our lava killing mechanism, and after a while this thing will start pumping out a ton of iron, and you can basically just AFK here for as long as you want to get as much iron as possible. So guys, this has been the infinite iron farm, the iron golem farm, and basically just a really easy way to get iron in Minecraft. So if you like this video, please make sure to drop a like on it, and if you really enjoyed, please make sure to subscribe and share it with your friends and family. But thanks for watching. This has been Calotron Plays, and I'll see you all in the next video. Goodbye!